I don't know if it's my stream or what. Hold on, I'm gonna turn off this though. Maybe that'll help. And I'll turn off my Discord. Is it VRC, Twitch, or I don't know. Let me get out of this stuff, see if it helps. Stream is experiencing minor issues, dropped frames. Let me check my internet speed real quick. Let me run my speed test. No, my internet speed seems to be pretty good. Like, I'm getting at least 30 to 60 megs per second for download. Upload is about 15, 30, 10, 9. Yeah, my internet speed seems to be alright. I don't know what it is. My speed's been down lately, although I live in the south. I don't know. It looks like it may be a Twitch thing. I don't know. I am gonna take a minute though and use the restroom. So let me get you guys some music. Unfortunately, I'll have to probably slow it. It can be internet connection in internet connection in and out. It could be. Here, let me put some music on. And which might make it worse, but you know. What am I doing? Which song is that? No, stop. Okay, listen to this. I'll be back. Alright. Hello, guys. Alright. So let's hope and pray that, I don't know. Almost 2 minutes, a few seconds ago. I don't know why my internet's shit right now. Sorry, guys. And there's nothing really I can do about it. So we're just gonna run with it because unfortunately I can't do anything about it. But everything else is off. Anything else? Steam trying to download something? Okay, Steam's not downloading anything. Everything else is off. Alright, well, we're gonna go for it because we can't really have any other choice. Sorry. Anyway. Right. Should they really? Från det alla värsta minsta största finns en mycket högre någonting med saker ifrån början liksom finnas nu. Lustighet och glädje, Gud och Fader, Fången, Sagrin och hjälten bär. Droppen lyser, fåden fryser, jag med öden, någonting med kläder. Från det allra första min största finns en väg hakar av den breda saker ifrån början liten finnas du. They keep saying she's gonna be in there and there and there. I don't. Where's somewhere we haven't hung out? I guess the roof. Hey.
Hello. Still
Does
looking
anyone...
for people? Or
Kinda, yeah.
they were all on the docks.
Well, I was just there. No one's there, so. Mm.
They were underwater when I left, at least.
Under... Wait, are they finally
I
learning how to
guess
swim?
Carver and Mason fell off.
Wait, what?
Actually, Augusta fell off. Mason jumped in with heavy armor, so Carver went in after him, and then I
What?
left. I figured they had it.
Idiots.
I like Carver.
Where? Where's Mason? Why is he not? Is he not drowning?
He's not drowning. We are out of the water, and I am freezing my ass off.
Where is he?
Change again.
I'm
Down.
right
They're all down
here.
here.
Carver.
Huh?
Mason, you're a fucking idiot. Where is he?
I've already lived like 33% of my life.
He might be.
That's a shame.
Didn't he go in the forge
Spend
room?
more time with me?
Did he go in the forge room? Okay. Thank you.
I'm gonna spend 3 years with you, so that's all the time you got.
Way to go.
Mason, you're an idiot.
Sorry.
I know.
Why do you continuously go into water with your armor on?
I have to act quickly sometimes.
You're gonna die one of these days because you're stupid enough to go in. Okay, how are you gonna help somebody if you're dying yourself? If you're the one who needs rescue? Not only that, you're gonna stop yourself from helping them, as well as you're gonna need to rescue.
Try starting over.
If you put yourself in harm's way to help another person, you're only hindering both of you. And then we've got 2 people to save. Think. You were gone for that lesson, but one of the first things that Silver taught us was that when we're in a combat situation, our point is to fire upon the enemy so that we can. It's not the first thing you have to do when you're in a situation where your teammate's down is not to go for them. It's to fire on the enemy and to keep firing until they are until they're back or out of the way or killed. And then you will help your friend. Because if you get shot, then it helps nobody. In fact, it makes it worse. Because now both of you are shot.
Glad there were no enemies.
Yeah, except the lack of oxygen.
Makes sense. Sorry. It's a natural instinct for me.
Well, that natural instinct's gonna get you killed. And not only that, it's gonna put everyone else in danger.
No.
Rook, please don't.
What are you doing?
What's
Oh.
what?
Oh,
What's
Queen
wrong?
called you a cinnamon roll, so I was going to test you if you were a cinnamon roll or not.
I am not a
Please
cinnamon.
don't.
Yeah.
Are you?
No, he cannot.
Figurative, not literal.
Yeah. He doesn't even have
Okay, Rick,
frosting
huh?
or anything.
I'm
Sorry,
I am
I
here.
saw your hand over your head.
Would it be a cinnamon roll if we covered him in frosting?
I guess you could have cinnamon. Well, yeah. Well, most cinnamon rolls have frosting on them.
Did you need drying off as well?
What? So if you cover
Yeah, if he could dry out
Mason
my
with
lungs.
frosting, he would be a cinnamon
I actually
roll. If
could,
you
but it would
cover-
be incredibly
what
painful.
happens if you covered me in frosting? What would I be?
You see this distance?
For a cinnamon roll?
Whatever.
I like it.
It's
It's my favorite distance.
not sure. That's a totally
Good
different
for you.
category that I don't feel like talking about right now.
What am I supposed to do, Seymour? look at me like that. I have every right to be mad. Hmm. I think it's literally my connection with Twitch, which I don't understand. Because, like, I'm getting my frames, my ping is fine on VRchat. Like, it's like my internet seems to be working really well. I don't understand why it's specifically. I think it's just honestly my connection with Twitch right now, which is stupid. But it's what it is. Anyway, at least I know it's not my problem. Well, not my fault anyway. Okay. Breathe. Breathe, 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 breathe. Right.
Oh,
It reminds me of that conversation I think
Hey,
we
Rick.
had the one night with Vev and a few others about genetics and how humans keep making ourselves weaker. So
Beth?
we keep inventing things to cover for our flaws. Therefore, the people that would normally die don't, because we keep creating more and more things, but we're
Rena.
diluting
Can I get a moment?
Oh,
our survivability, at least
sure.
on a genetic level. But anyway,
Right. So, you had a few days to think about it.
Mm. I'm gonna try it the teacher way until I know that it's failing. If it is, I'm coming to you. Does that sound fair?
Fair enough. As long as something's being tried.
I'm doing it every night.
Good. What teacher?
Thank you. Carver.
Mm.
Stark's helping.
I'll let you feel better with that. Okay, fine. Just watch yourself. He's. I don't know. Not Stark.
I know what you mean.
Good luck anyway.
Thanks.
Mm.
we were in need
Yeah, if
of medical
it
and
doesn't work, I'll let you know.
resources.
Mm.
We got to mine, and someone said that they're all good at making conspiracy theories, and the fight against conspiracy theories. And I chimed up. I'm like, yes, I can see that because most of my squad are very paranoid. And as I was listing off everyone else, I started with Specca, but Specca came up behind me, and I didn't see her coming. And I said, Specca's very paranoid, and and someone goes, uh-oh, and I turned around, and she was there. But she ran off. Obviously, she's probably angry at me. But I was listing off everyone of my squad. Specca gets very paranoid. Chips gets paranoid. Victor is like the king of paranoia. Avina, she goes off on a word. She has her moments. And Esme, well, she just goes with everyone else.
Honestly, they should just make you squad captain. You're the only one with level head in that place.
And without my bias, I would agree too.
You may guess it's not happening for a while. I'll let you know.
If I catch wind or you say something, I'll just automatically meet you at the place, all right? In the future.
Good to know. But yeah,
I'll stand
So-
ready.
what is?
So what I'm trying to think is Specca is obviously mad at me, but I wasn't having more of an opinion about her. It was just more of what I picked up from
Your
how she
observations.
is. Yes.
People can't get upset over observations. I'm sorry.
No, they can. They can. They
I mean,
shouldn't.
yeah, because that means they know it hurts their feelings, and they're probably not going to want to change that or improve.
Mm.
Or if they do get upset
Mm.
enough and to where it motivates them to improve or change it, then there you go. But sadly, since it's your entire squad, it's going to be hard to what's the word I'm looking for?
Well, it's not
Give
that.
them therapy.
Pavina and Victor, and even Chips, and most likely Esme, are pretty level-headed in the aspect of taking critique over. If I have to tell them, like, if they came up to me and says, "What is wrong?" and I would tell them, and they would most likely go, "I see," and then they will go with it.
Mhm.
More of saying with Specca. She obviously is already agitated. I don't not sure why. Well, her hairband, she said it broke, and I guess she's getting a new one. She says she hasn't been feeling well, but it's been angry more recent and having an attitude. So I guess with me doing my conversations and telling what people I was talking to didn't really help with that at all.
Probably not. Well, at least I know that she's
And I'm
not
trying to
sick
think.
or something. She said something about
Mm.
puking her, purging her guts out, and, like puking up organs. I was worried that she was sick.
I don't want to approach her because I don't know what's a good time to approach her. Obviously, this was a bit ago. Because I knowing from experience of approaching someone after you've done something like more of a shock, their emotions tend to be high, and sometimes they don't really have rational thoughts. So I was letting her simmer down.
To be honest, she's not exactly. Her emotions don't seem to be have been stabilized anymore. At least I don't know. Gavin and Jixie were talking to her. I don't know.
Paranoid's a
I hope
bitch.
she's okay.
I definitely know that, but when someone at their highest peak of it, that means they're hiding something. Either she needs to stop caring about hiding it, or tell someone.
I mean,
Find
makes
another
sense.
solution that makes her comfortable.
Or she
Everyone.
thinks that it's bad. That's why she's hiding it when it could be just fine.
Well, again, it's a secret they need to keep. They want to keep. It's
That's true.
I'm
unfortunately.
only saying that from experience.
Unfortunately, Rick, you're in a group with a lot of secrets to keep. And that's probably why they're all paranoid. They have their secrets, and they expect everyone else to be keeping secrets from them. A vicious cycle.
Yes, they always think that's. They always think either the teacher are out to get them or the other students are out to
Thank you,
get them.
mentioned. Thank you for the follow.
It's not all the time. It's just whoever looks suspicious during for the day.
I'm probably sure my name's been put out there a few times. I'm sure it has.
In the beginning, it was, but not so much now. Mostly, I think their most attention is to Vaughn, since he's our new accredited squad teacher.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which is
They haven't had any time to
interact with other
focus onto
people
another
and
student.
focus.
Yes.
That's fair. I mean, he does do some shady stuff sometimes,
And they
so
were,
I get it.
They were at the time. They were even paranoid about me and Vivina.
What do you mean?
Well, I was always hanging around with Augusta because they never needed me. Every time before I approached Augusta, to hang out with her.
Right.
Right?
That.
Yeah.
I most
They were just
likely went up to
jealous.
them and says, "Would you like to do anything today?" And they would say, "No," or "Do you need me today?" They would say no, and I would go straight to Augusta because obviously Augusta likes me around.
They sound
I
like
actually like her company.
They sound like a pack of jealous, like, popular kids.
What, that I'm taking Rook away from them, even though they said they didn't
Yeah,
want him
no,
around?
he's. Well, yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's part of them.
I have a few plans now, but all right. Whether I execute them or not is a different story.
Don't get yourself in trouble, please.
I am trouble, but I appreciate it.
You're
I'll
less
keep in
trouble
mind.
now. nowadays.
Thankfully.
How goes the
All right.
solution, by the way?
No update.
What was that?
A solution. Here, Seth.
Oh, very well. Well, I'll let you be, Anna.
Of course. Take care, Rick. And
You too.
stay
If you ever
strong.
need anything, let me know.
Stay strong. You're one of the only, well, you're friendly enough, one of the only people I trust in Ignis.
Thank you.
See ya. How'd it go? Training. Sorry, what's up? Let's see, did I miss anything? Oh, not much. What about cinnamon rolls? Oh god, yeah. They called him a cinnamon roll. That's horrible. Yeah, Twitch is wonky sometimes. Did I miss anything today? Not much. There's just chilling stuff. There's been some stream troubles, nothing too big's happening, I guess. Though I wasn't there the whole time, so I might miss something. Yeah, nothing much has happened. Hello, Rolla. Yeah, some pretty long delay between. You might know some pretty long delay. Yeah, unfortunately. Grab. Zap. Pull. Actually, it's about size, isn't it? Oh, ow. It's about the size again, isn't it? Like, I think they actually made him regular sized. Unless they were always like this, and I'm just seeing it for the first time. Leg. Right. Undead. Undead. I'm not gonna be able to. Well, if I do their legs, I'm probably gonna try to grab, pull. But if I pull the legs, then. Well, then they're just gonna have an issue like that. If I pull from the legs down, I'll just move them closer, but I guess it'll be easier for them to get stabbed back in the head and lobbed off. I don't think I'm strong enough grip to grab their neck and pull unless they're zombies, maybe, but I can still deal with bone matter and brain. Thank you, Zoom, for the follow. I appreciate it, sweetie. Let's see. If I go for the neck and pull down, that's a lot of force for a normal human anyway. It'll be easier for a zombie, but not as bad. As for the skeleton, I'll have to use the butt. Zombies, I'm going to use the pistol for. Which is kind of a waste because I only have a few rounds with me. Maybe I won't use the pistol after all. I'll keep it for emergency sake, just in case we get surrounded. Then, what do I do? I guess just slashes will have to do. Right, slashes will have to do. Either that or I'll take limbs out and just keep them back, but they don't feel pain. They don't feel pain. That being said, if I take a skeleton, I can probably wrap it around their spinal cord, if they are truly skeleton, wrap it around their spinal cord, yank that and or not spinal cord, their spine, and in theory I can pull them apart. Of course, that'll just tear them apart. I don't know if the actual body parts are inanimate. If they are inanimate, if they are inanimate, well, I'm not automatous. Automatous? I need to go to the head. I'm gonna be in. Honestly, Arbor's weapon's probably going to be the most valuable here. And in doing so... Arbor's power is going to be most valuable here. If I can get it to her, she should be able to slash it. I should be able to slash and pull. Or not slash and pull. Grab and pull.
that, or at least head limbs off, and from there they can deal with it. She can poke it in the freaking head, but piercing weapons aren't going to do much. So unfortunately, Kari's going to be at a disadvantage unless she uses her bubble beam, which is a magic attack, so that should be able to disturb the magic. Of course, if she's disturbing the magic, if we can just keep them off of our guys for long enough and away from our back line, Arbor's fine. Jay can be fine. He can probably slash it into bits. Probably. Maybe. Should be good. Yeah. So in the end, nothing really. Don't mind me, I'm gonna just chill here like a good Rabito. Yeah. Do it. Do it. Get back to that. You know what? Maybe I should talk to. Maybe I should talk to. I should talk to Gavin, actually. Not Gavin. Mason. I'll talk to Mason. He was at the dorms last. Or not the dorms. He was at the deck last time I checked.
I agree with Mason. You're not born a certain way. You're not born evil or good.
Go ahead.
I
Hope I'm not
prefer
interrupting.
to commend. No, you're not.
Nope.
We're having
Feel free to
philosophical
join.
talks.
Oh, okay.
I feel it is more commendable to go from
Dixie,
the bad to the good.
everything's
It's
back up.
also much more interesting to me.
You should find
that
her
being
now.
said,
Talking.
I'm gonna play devil's
They're in
advocate
the
at this
library.
moment because
Library.
while everyone here has said that, well, not everyone, but a vast majority of people said that they prefer evil turning good, why is it then that we imprison criminals who have repented, who have shown genuinely good behavior changes?
Because people
Even
lie.
if they are chosen to be guilty. Yes, but in the situations that they weren't.
How are you to tell?
And
Yeah, that becomes a discussion on how do you determine if they truly repented or just pretending.
You need some big
that's
tests.
another
It's a big
testament in
question
itself.
because it goes a bit further than just that. Faced with prisoners, those who have served their time and done everything by the book as they should have, even after they've repented, are still given the stigma of a past felon, and sometimes they recidivize because society sees them that way.
They believe that there's
Not
no
to
other
mention the
hope
amount
for
of
them.
people that recommit after being let go for more meager
Yeah,
crimes.
that's
Which
what
is why I can
recidivism,
understand why that's
recidivism
really hard to
means. Yes.
Well, it's hard to determine because you can't, no matter how much you say you trust someone or you believe that, oh, they've changed their ways, they've repented, even if they truly have, you can't feel their thoughts, their consciousness, what's going through their heads. So everybody else, the ones who are pulling the shots, running the rules, have no way to tell that.
Some people develop paranoia this way.
That being
Well,
said,
people are just
there have been
paranoid
plenty
in
of
general.
situations where people who've been in the wrong and committed crimes and been committed as felons do turn around to become some very stand-up individuals. Some of the most respectable people in my life were gangsters, murderers, killers, people who managed to turn themselves around entirely. Became great comrades, fathers even. Men that I learned to deeply respect. That's because they came from a place where they saw the dark side.
Now here's a further question. Why is it that we, as a majority, value the bad turn good, as opposed to commending or even prioritizing the good never falling to temptation and turning bad in the first place.
Almost consider the default. It's like rewarding people for breathing. Like you're doing what you're supposed to. You're breathing. Good job, buddy. Congratulations, everyone. You're breathing. You walk around. You wake up
It's
every
rewarding
morning.
them for walking the correct path their whole life.
Aren't they rewarded though?
They've done something
I think
grand.
getting to live their life that they're living is that reward that you're speaking of.
It's a privilege.
Socially.
Essentially.
So what's the majority here when it comes to that?
At the moment, the majority standpoint.
Why do we
is
reward in
that
the first place?
We get merits
That's
here,
an
don't we?
interesting question.
Out
We can
loud.
compare your question to the way the school rewards us and punishes us. If you wanted a basis for comparison, that is.
Why do people need validation with rewards and punishment?
Why can't they
On
just
their
be good
actions?
for
Because
good
it teaches
sakes?
them
For punishment,
socially to be
it's to
good.
recognize your mistake and make sure you don't do it again. For rewards,
In the society you're in,
yes.
No, it's like a dog. You feed a dog a treat when it does something good. It does that good thing again, so it gets more treats.
Essentially, it's the
psychological.
Pavlov treatment.
A lot of it
Yes.
tends to do with the species.
Thank you for the follow,
in
not
particular,
Aaron.
but,
Appreciate
Eventually,
you.
if you do that enough, the dog is trained.
Spells. Yes,
So
yes,
they are
but
training
Respect it.
us.
yes,
You'll
they're
continue to
silvered
do the good
and
behavior over and over and over.
blessed.
Eventually, it'll
But she
just
loses a
become
few
systematic.
per
They'll do
thing.
it instinctively without ever asking for that reward.
So comparing it like servants when
To be fair, though, we're
you yell
comparing
at them.
something that is not as doesn't have the conscious thoughts that we do. But still,
Now here's
it's
the other
an
thing
example.
though. Servants.
Hello there, Gavin.
You yell at them if they mess up. You beat them when they mess
Sorry.
up. Not saying we, but people who do own them. You yell at them when they do
Right.
good. No matter what. What kind of life do they live? Confused. Because they don't get
Oh.
praised when they do the right thing. That's just because they're doing their job. That's what they were meant to be
Oh,
there
it
for,
depends.
to do.
Do you mean servants or slaves?
Very much depends.
There's a
Is
fine
that a
line.
slave?
There is a fine line.
Because what you're describing
That's a
sounds
slave.
a lot
Servants in
more
my
like a
house
slave.
all get commended for doing a good job.
Yeah.
I get extra
Exactly.
pay. That's commendation.
They get paid for a
Slaves, on the
job.
other hand, tend to get treated like
Not all rewards
trash
have to
very
be
often,
external either.
which oftentimes results in a mutiny. Versus, again, like Stark said, when the servants are in fact treated well, respected, and appreciated, they come to like where they're at.
And in the When it fact comes to of the
Feel
school,
the want
though,
and desire to offer their services more.
good to see. When it comes to the school, though, we are being trained. It's kind of the point. So about And the dog getting a treat and etc. That is what is happening. It's kind of
Merits,
an academy.
graduation, accommodation,
It's training. It's more that
training
well,
for the military.
yeah, we're getting a
Glory.
bigger, better reward. Well, better
Not
is in
dying.
our education. Once we graduate here, those that survive anyway, they're going to be able to get any job they want. Maybe not any, but their options are more open.
An interesting thought. I wonder how far those sorts of things, the idea of a reward for people to encourage good behavior, treads somewhat into the realm of greed. Not greed in a bad sense, but greed in the sense that everybody likes to have something. Even if it's so far as or as simple as a good feeling.
All right. Then I'm going to raise you this. And here's an example. One person comes from a society that is vastly different from the one they're about to approach and be a part of. Gods know how long. All right? They show up, they act like they're normal selves. They're selves that where they come from, where it's acceptable. Maybe even praised or rewarded, whatever the case may be. They go to the new society. They're berated. They get told they're doing things incorrectly. And they're told to change, not adapt. All right?
You change for them and only them.
Why
Continue.
But you
change
stay the
if
same.
you were fine in the first place in one society, but not in the new one?
Because you're a guest in someone else's house. And unfortunately, you have the choice to leave. Yes,
Because the
I'm not
inability to
saying,
put that face on will get you killed.
and I'm not saying it's necessarily right. I think that the people that are in the new society should make accommodations, but not to the point where,
Compromises.
No one should be hindering themselves in the process.
for
So
example,
people start to put collars on them. Because it's frowned upon where they're. No?
Elaborate, please.
yeah, elaborate.
I cannot.
Allow
I
me
don't
to
speak the
touch on
language very
something
well.
I think that you're getting at. When you
All
say
right.
change, you mean permanently. Adapt meaning temporarily. When you go to the society, people expect you to a different society, you are expected to completely change your worldviews, the way that you behave towards people, how you treat other people, how you treat conflict, how you treat everything. You are expected to think and behave and act exactly like everyone else, as opposed to simply limiting your behavior so that you are unobtrusive, holding on to your cultures, and returning to your land when you want. But that is not what is expected. If you are different, you are shunned. If you are different, you are punished. I'm assuming that's what
Precisely.
you're getting at, yeah?
Precisely. We had a lot of unexpected and unwelcome guests before, trying to help us in their very forceful ways. Because to them, we were savages. To us, we're just their own kind.
Then I guess
But
that
not
comes down to the
everything.
mentality of who were trying to
Well,
make you change.
then the flip of that. If someone comes into your society, completely different, and they refuse to act as you do, what do you do to them? They refuse to follow your laws. They refuse to follow your customs. What happens to
They
them?
do things that you would think be unforgivable because they don't want to change.
You can
I don't know.
adapt the laws without breaking them. Change implies permanence. There are laws here that I
Unfortunately, easier
abide
said
that
than
I
done as
wouldn't
well.
back in my home.
I think what Hannah is getting at is if somebody adapted to something,
trying
they
to flip
refuse
it
to
on them.
adapt to something new.
Do you expect someone that comes into your
I don't-
society to follow your rules?
Follow my rules? Yes. Change their mindsets? No.
And that's fair.
Like I said, it depends on the people that you're dealing with. Some people are raised to think that there must be an absolute. You're coming in the door, must be this way. Can't see the world in a different light. This is the way that the world must be. You can't break that bubble. Other people, obviously, they have a more fluid view of the world. There are things that can be thrown in. There are new worldviews. There are new concepts, new teachings. All of it can be added in. And that creates a much larger tapestry and the worldview for those people. And they accept that and they welcome it. They still hold on to their core beliefs, obviously, but they also expand their knowledge of the world around them and understand that things aren't always going to be the way that they want them to be, nor are they always going to be the way that other people want them to be.
It's a very broad subject because a lot of this, and practically all of this, is very circumstantial.
We all come from different cultures and backgrounds and are raising everything as well.
Every person or thing always has two mindsets in their head, at least two. There can be more, there can be less. Well, there can't. There can be more, but it's always two as a minimum. Those mindsets are who you are and who you are for everyone else. Whether those two are similar or completely different is up
Why do
to
you
the
require a
person.
second mindset?
You require a second mindset because if you don't do
How?
that, it prevents having a mistake. Everyone has it. Even you. Everyone has it. Some people aren't able
I
to
don't
tell
know
the
if Rook
difference,
does.
but it's there.
I don't know if Rook does.
I think Rook does. The accents
Why
they
don't you
take
ask him?
sometimes.
He's literally here.
It's basically Rook. Your prime, the first thing you want to do. For example, if my first instinct is to go sit next to Jixie, to go and just hug her right now. That's what the me wants to do. But the me that I want to show people is not going to do that. Because I know it's going to be looked at a certain way.
So it's not necessarily mindset so much as it is your face that you present.
Pretty much.
I say it as
Everyone
mindset.
has multiple faces.
I don't usually say faces because some people have different ways to express it. That's why I just say another self.
Perception.
Perception, your face, a mask, it could be multiple different things. That's why I put it as a mindset. Exactly.
Yeah.
But everyone always has two.
Would you rather I give you what you need tomorrow, or?
Tomorrow would be good, yeah. So, I already practiced a good time with the regular rifle.
Works. Just checking.
Anyways, anybody have another question? This has been interesting enough.
I do enjoy these topics, but I gotta run for a quick second.
All right.
Sir.
Hello, Specca. Right in there. I'm sorry. Did I accidentally?
Yeah, you did.
I'm sorry.
You know what? No. I think it already is. Or I could be wrong. Be the first time. Still.
Hello.
Oh, I guess I wasn't wrong. Why'd you run off? Why'd you run off?
Because I wanted to.
Didn't like the discussion?
Discussion was fine. I just am missing out on training.
Sure. Fine, whatever. Oh god. Hi, Kazuki and your people. Hi, people. How you guys doing? Bork, bork. Bork, bork. Bork, bork. I do apologize for having a bit of drop in the frames, but, bork, bork. Hello?
And one of us were to kill another, that'd be cool by you?
Wait, we do a natural killing willy-nilly.
No.
Killing willy-nilly is silly.
No.
And bound to get you killed.
And rhymes.
But if someone here's strong enough to kill everyone, then why do you have any say in it?
What?
You, me, team up. What inevitably happens from when someone who perceives themselves as strong enough to kill everyone is that they piss off enough people to have them go and kill them. You see, that is social weakness.
Not if they don't get caught.
Well, yeah, because what I'm trying to get at is, I'm just trying to understand the differences between the you up here, the second phase we discussed, and the one down there.
I am not necessarily saying that what I believe is the same as what is perceived down below, but the laws are different.
But I wasn't saying that the laws matched the thoughts, though. I said everyone has self-preservation.
Everybody has a structure. Everyone has culture.
The fact that
That's
they're
the only one that you seem to be.
What he was getting at is the fact that they exist, the fact that they're there. Doesn't matter what they are; they can be completely different. But the fact that it's even there.
But everyone has rules, even if the rules are different. We all have rules. That's the similarity I was trying to get at.
All right, so where were you going?
Obviously, it did bring up some interesting things.
Hello, critic. How does the Chris's image? It's the JPEG.
Okay,
oh my
so
god.
Augusta,
Good
you were
night,
mentioning
Skull.
some stuff, so
Okay.
ironically, we're in a bubble. I know right now, technically, we're in a bubble. But this bubble, there's people from all around the world in this bubble that we're in right now. Right? We're all from different places, different species, cultures, everything. We all have different beliefs, etc. Yet somehow we've all been maintaining some semblance of consistency for some reason, right? Obviously,
because
we're all
sentient. Single entities. We're not groups of people. Or
now
intelligent.
The problem is, we now are all not just exposed to our own personal bubble that we lived in growing up. We now are living in the bubble known as, well, the world, right? Or whatever plane you're on, I guess you should say. But if you look around, there's all these rules, all these places. Being able to function in all of them should be like the ideal scenario. Obviously, it's impossible to create a way of living that's going to make everyone happy. It's just a majority rule at that point. Because if everyone thought similarly enough, that would end up being the route the world goes in, right? If there was one nation out there that thought that they were more powerful than anyone and started threatening and doing things, all the other nations, they have a different idea, and then all those nations would work together to snuff someone out. I mean, that's what the Dark War was. That's what formed the Cross-Allied Forces. I'm just trying to say we're more similar than we think.
You're not wrong. Any discourse really just comes down to a difference in ideals.
Here's a question,
Yes.
because I'm curious. How many of you believe there is such thing as pure evil? Pure. Is it existing?
Becca's raising her hand.
Okay. Anyone else?
That brings into question again what evil is. Evil might not think it's evil from its own point of view.
Exactly.
'Cause I
Pure
believe
evil
in
to
it,
yourself, then.
but it's rare. No, I just mean
Same.
the entire concept.
Mm.
I believe in it. Specca believes in it. But in my case, it's rare. Very rare. Becca, I want to ask yours first. What's your idea on pure evil?
Thank you, another llama. Thank you,
Well,
Band-Aid,
you
for the
know,
host. I appreciate you,
well, if
sweetie.
you're going by quote unquote what
What
you
happened was just hopping streams when I landed here. Yeah.
to make it simpler, just break it down color pal. You got the white, the good, which is about as common as pure evil itself. And then the majority just being gray, and of course you got
Hey,
pure
Lisa,
evil. Well, I guess you could say there's about as much pure evil in the world as there is pure good, which I don't know, could exist, could not exist, could have existed at some point and disappeared. Could it be existing now, and then will eventually may fade into all the muddled gray in the future, but I do think there's at least some pure good and pure evil. After all, the forces of nature and whatnot, you gotta have the balance, and of course, on this scale of balance, you have to have at least, even if it's small points, well, I guess two extremes. So yeah, it exists for balance.
Yeah.
I suppose that. Yin and yang, with every up there's a down, with every good there's a bad. In my opinion, much like yourself, pure evil is something that's very rare, but in comes the question, what is good versus what is evil? Isn't that all down to perspective? Because someone could be doing evil deeds, but they view it as something good. You know, they've got something to gain from it because they're bettering the world or they're doing right by somebody. I think pure evil is the desire to inflict harm, to inconvenience, and do cause sorrow to other people and suffering, not because you have something to gain, simply because you can. Just wanting to watch the world burn. Rare cases, but you don't
My
have a
idea.
purpose.
Everyone has a reason to do something. We are here because at some point, some of us want to attain some goal, or want to hide from something, or want to stay here just because they want to. There's plenty of reasons why we're here. And let's get stronger. There's plenty. So, when it comes to the steward, let's bring him into the perspective. I don't believe he's pure evil. I
If he
do
was pure
believe
evil, that'd be
he
disappointing.
strayed off the wrong path. He definitely strayed down the wrong path. Or at least what I think is the wrong path. Again, perspective. But in my idea, pure evil is, like he said, doing something to hurt people with no goal or no reason. Just simply because you can. But something that you are conscious of, that you're doing it for no reason. You know there's no reason to do it. And you know that this person is getting hurt by it. And you don't care.
Pretty much.
That's my idea on it. Any other ideas?
That sums it up for me.
I got a cool question here, feeding off of that.
For 5 seconds.
Is pure evil,
Very quick.
and on that hand, pure good, is it created or born into existence, just as it was, or
Created.
can it only be created?
Created.
I disagree.
It's a combination of both.
I'm not sure about pure.
I'd say both.
Yeah.
I think it's very potential that they are beings that are created out of concepts.
This is true.
Precisely.
Where'd Rex go?
Rex
I'm
and
back.
Rebel.
Sorry, I saw
If
Rook
we
and I didn't see him, and I thought he might have fell off the boat, so I was checking.
I know. I thought the same, but
Oh,
not that I can
Because
save
constructs
him.
can't move underwater, so I was looking. I didn't see
Is
him,
he
but I
fine?
they
didn't
also,
also
I
see
don't
him.
think, have to worry about breathing, so
I don't know where he went. He might have went in the cabin. I just somehow missed him. But I was watching.
they might also be. They don't have a worry about breathing, so I think he's fine.
kind of just
I mean,
walks
true, but
under the water.
Ooh, here's a good question. Can pure evil become pure good?
Ooh, that's if it's pure. I don't
wait.
think
So what did you guys determine was pure evil when I was gone? Did that happen?
That's
we
a
didn't
matter of
all.
perspective.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
is.
we
So-
determined that it was impossible to determine since it is merely a matter of perspective.
When you say
I mean,
pure, though, wouldn't that would not be possible because it would be considered tainted good? Because you cannot be completely clean after that, at least from certain perspectives
Could you?
of the world.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I think it's
Matters
impossible
on the
to
that
perspective.
determine.
depends on scale.
It is, yeah.
We don't know all there is to know when it comes to the
Like-
world. It's very likely
then
that
again,
beings
most
like that
germs
exist that
increase
can be
kill
changed in that way.
99.9% of all germs for a reason.
There's no
Right,
reason.
like you write on the parchment,
Cover settings ready to go whenever.
and then you erase it. You still
Mind.
see the little bit of bits
Mind.
that you've written before. It's still there. It can't completely go away.
Plus, if it was pure evil, then it wouldn't be able to turn because then, by definition, it wasn't pure evil, right?
Depends on
Well,
what you use to
no.
write on the
I
parchment.
guess by definition, if you take something that is pure evil and you switch it to pure good, there must be something to replace that pure evil. Otherwise, there's
An
no
imbalance.
Now
longer
you're
a
talking about
balance.
balances and checks, though.
But what
Everything
about what
segues
was
into
it?
another topic. It's interesting.
Transmutation. You take something and you turn it into something completely different. Is it still a little bit of what it was before? And if so, that's the case, perhaps we can infer the same thing about turning pure evil to pure good.
Well, the thing about
Depends
alchemy
on
is
how good you are at transmutating.
the thing about transmutation is you have to have the same
Evil and good
material
are still
to.
a thought, though. So
Sorry.
they're a concept. Sorry, continue.
With transmutation, at least my understanding of it is you still need the materials, even though to be able to change it into something else, right?
Yeah. So you
So-
just said it would have to get pure good.
So it's made out of the same thing, is what she's getting at, I think.
Or at least you have to have some part of it that's good. I don't know.
A pure concept turned into a
I mean,
pure
the headmaster
concept seems
transmutes
fine to me.
himself. You've seen his 3
Oh, when
forms,
it's
right?
opposite.
I mean, it seems like a simple enough thing to do.
And he
That's
transmutes
like
You have to
back.
just
putting.
change perspectives.
Ah.
Then pure
Is
black
it opposite,
becomes
though?
pure white.
Wouldn't it be like
Is
Pure good
evil the
becomes
opposite
pure
combining,
of good?
or wouldn't that be like combining
It's
oil and
determined.
water?
We're
If
still
they are
discussing
two
an
It still
pure,
idea,
makes it.
not an
yeah,
object.
but they'll never quite be changed to each other.
Like,
But you were speaking transmutation. Gold and silver aren't the same thing, but you can still change them over using magic.
Suppose magic does help with that.
Point being is that if we're
perspectives,
talking about the
perspectives.
concepts of good and evil,
but
both
there's no
are still
argument what
concepts.
gold is. Gold is just gold.
So,
It's just gold.
It's only gold because we call
Whereas
it gold.
evil and good can be argued which is which, and so
Gold
I
is
don't know.
currency. Gold is a conduit.
Mm.
Gold is a weapon.
it is a thing that has like things you can check. You can list facts about it, like, oh, it's this heavy, it's this hardness, it turns this
That's
color
the
when you do
problem.
this to it, and it's
That's the problem when it comes
does
to
never
magic
change,
and
it's always
concepts.
gold. Unless
Magic
you,
and
obviously you
concepts
can transmute it, but
breaks everything.
I'm trying to say evil is like, all right, what's evil? Can you weigh it? Can
Where are
you
you training?
poke at it? Is evil the same in every aspect, every point of view?
Whenever you're
That's
ready.
what I'm trying to say. You can transmute an
Where
object
are you training?
into something completely different, but can you make evil into good, like you asked? I don't know, because what's evil and what's good is an opinion, is something you can't test
Where down?
factually.
I think if we're thinking practically of less of the concept of it and more of the practicality of it, can a good person
Alright, so
be turned to a purely evil, purely destructive person be turned into a purely good person?
Wait,
We're
so
not thinking
talking
about
good to
alchemy.
evil or evil to good?
Either way.
But
We're not, because if we're talking alchemy, it's, well, if we're talking alchemy, then that's a different thing, but pure, like you said, good and evil is just our concepts. So if we
like
have,
you hear things killing everyone everyone dying, is that evil?
depends on the person.
It's not true.
There you go. So what if that's not evil? Because technically there's world peace now, right? From that point, one person might think that's evil, one person thinks it's good.
And that's not.
Therefore, you can turn evil and good into. You can change evil and good, just ask different people. Therefore,
Evil
now
and
it's
good
something
in
else.
life is just perspective and illusion.
Let's go back to the subject that I put up. The person who did things to harm others for no reason at all. Let's say that that was a person. Let's image that as a being, a person. Is it possible to redeem that? So for Rex, because he wasn't here, so that you know, I described pure evil as someone who hurts and harms others without even thinking about it, without caring about it. And if they do think about it, they're conscious about it and don't care at all.
I think that they can be redeemed. Reason being, children are sociopaths until taught otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know that it's bad until they're taught.
But it's a lot harder for an adult to be taught that.
That is true.
The senior of their society teaches them.
Not to mention, we're teaching them a definition of good. How do we define what we're teaching them was good?
You have to approach it by example. You have to look at what they do understand and bridge off of that understanding. Put it in a way that they can get it. Not what other people can. Not what is obvious to you. Not what's obvious to Jixie, Mason, anyone in this room. But to them.
Well, that's manipulation.
Is it?
Using someone else's perspective to change their views on something, even if it's not yours, just changing their views, that's manipulation.
No, it's not.
And we do it to
Helping.
children all the time. Because that's what you're training children to do. That's what they're doing to us right now. No offense. But that's the whole point of an academy, a school. We're being trained, if you want to call it manipulation, then fine. But the way we are.
Technically.
Yeah.
I think if we really are looking for an answer, I don't think we'll ever find it.
Yeah.
No.
After all, everything's just illusion perspective, illusion
no idea what
perspective.
they ran off to.
Nothing cut and dry.
Okay.
I think this is just going back in a loop at this point.
It's because
there's no answer.
There's no clear answer.
If you teach some a sociopath good or bad, you're still teaching them a concept that's coming from you, not something that can be defined. Because someone else might teach a sociopath a different type of good from their point of view. Like, hey, if we wipe out all races except for ours, the world's a better place. That's a good thing to do. Let's go by that because our religion says so, etc. Then, therefore, he's now good from his definition. Even though everyone else is like, well, that's fucked up, dude. You see what I'm trying to say?
Illusion perspective, illusion perspective.
And we go in a circle.
Because, like, right now, we are training all these different... This academy is training all these different people. Is this good? I don't know. But it seems to be the more unanimous decision of what good is.
He's probably up on a roof somewhere.
No, it's Never mind.
You didn't.
I'm just gonna. Life's so much easier for a turtle. You don't have to worry about philosophical debates.
Why can't we just drop it? Why don't we ever just drop it?
It's a lot of nice words from people that don't really give a damn. Hey. Hey, hey, Coco. Shh. Okay. Hey, Charlotte. Shh. Okay. Charlie. Betty. Becca. Bob. Larry, Mo, and Carly. Ivory. Uh, and you poor fool. Brazil. The gardens and arcades. A marble pond. There's him. I'm never gonna catch up with him, am I? But he's going to the training grounds, so maybe.
Just checking if you were here.
What? Wanted to
You
get my
training with
take
them,
on things? Wait, who's training?
About the what questions?
Yeah, you were pretty quiet.
And just talking in circles.
Well, what do you think? Do you think there's such a thing as pure evil?
No. But what do I know?
Me either.
Where's Bev being trained?
The stadium,
What do you
but
mean
they're not
being
there.
trained?
So I'm not sure where they are.
They're probably talking
there's people
to.
walking.
They're probably talking or trying to find Stark.
What? Who's training whom?
I don't know. Don't care.
Okay, I mean,
Actually, that's a point.
get fire.
Actually, that's a point. Rapiers?
Sure.
I mean,
Was she trying to
we
shake
can
this
always
thing off
practice
before the
without them.
mission?
You have to get your own. Or I guess I can go over there.
I guess I'll take a shitty katana.
Oh. I don't know. I was.
Mm.
I got it.
Here, there. Okay.
When the fire was in his hand, she was attacking him. She was more afraid of him, not the fire. Even though the fire was over there, she kept attacking the person, not the fire. So
Wait,
are you
what?
sure she's scared of fire and not people with fire? Oh well, I watched them practice or
Good point.
try to teach her about fire. So for example, if
What
she
happened?
came out when I was watching them practice and getting over the fire, Vivina was going crazy, and then she bit Carver. But most of all of her aggression was against Carver, even though the torch and the fire were far away after. But she kept focusing and being angry at him, not the fire.
Yep.
So I'm not sure if she's scared of fire or people with fire, if that makes sense, right?
I think she's.
I mean, she's not afraid of
Close to that.
torches. What does that tell you?
But
I
it was a
think
torch
she's
that she
scared.
was scared of because someone was holding it. Anyway,
No, what
let's
I
just see
mean
what
is,
I'm just
she's not worried about normal torches.
I don't know, Carver had a torch from the cave, so she
So
Whew.
how I
Point
think
is,
it
fire
is
triggers
is
should
she's.
Careful.
What
Yeah.
I
I
think
guess
it
it's none of our
she's
business.
scared of sudden fire after nowhere. Once it happens, it triggers something and it gives her a sort of tunnel vision to
Oh.
not
To the
the
person.
fire itself, but the person who had it or activated it.
All right. It was just my
That's
observation
weird.
at the time. I was curious about it.
I think that's what it is.
Getting faster
For
than
tunnel vision.
usual, aren't you?
Yes. You think I would use my normal speed?
So
No.
Anyways.
Hmm. I'm
I'll
saying is,
To be fair, Hannah, he would be dead.
I'm aware you've told me multiple
I'm sure
times.
she'll get over it eventually.
it's none of our business anyway. We should focus on what we can focus on.
Either way, I'm too far away from you to actually hit you, so. Which is probably for the best, because that means you can't hit me.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go rest.
I could jump at you.
Work on
Slice off your head.
getting used to the rifle that he's giving me.
That's one thing you'll encounter.
Thanks.
Possibly tomorrow. Undead have an unnatural strength and
If you're going
speed.
to sleep, make sure to sleep in a cabin because they're deleting
Luckily, I won't be on the front lines. Who's going to be front line for you?
Thank you.
Avina?
You're welcome.
Myself, Rook.
So are you just training, or do you actually use weapons?
Oh, the
Ruck
question
makes
is, I have
sense.
Possibly
to
Vivina.
Yourself, I guess that makes sense. Avina,
Someone's doing their job right, that shouldn't come to pass. So
I'm concerned. She's, I think, more fragile than she lets on.
the more knowledge.
Spiders usually are.
I'm good in
How?
theory with it. In execution, I'm a bit rusty.
Especially if,
Depends on what we encounter.
hopefully,
If
it's not a
they're
lot of
just
torches.
skeletons and zombies, then
Well, during
we'll
a
more than
mission,
likely
though,
be fine.
be focusing on how you
Worse,
can work
then
with your squad.
we're fucked.
The only one here
All
for
of
your
us.
squad is Victor right now,
Mm.
right?
Well, the ghouls, you'll be fine.
It's the lack thereof that I'm worried about.
Are you coming with Ignis?
I'll be fine, yes.
What squad are you
It really depends on how many people
The
are in
others.
each squad and if where I'm needed.
Well.
I'm assuming.
I think you have, well,
Ignis, we've already discussed our strategy.
half of your group is kind of fine, so I think you will be fine.
No, it's been blurry recently.
How about yours?
We have Arbor.
Obviously, my vision's already fucked.
She has
You know how to use it right here?
a special ability that can help. We just
Oh,
need
yeah,
to keep her around and stable.
I've been training most
She's
weapons.
not as weak as everyone thinks she is.
Training on that.
Farsighted or nearsighted?
Well, no, I don't.
Hard
I'm
to
not
believe
currently
that with
bound
how,
right here, though.
well, how much injury she
If I
gets.
never have the time, though, I mean, you could do training on it. It's the least I can do.
How much worse?
But I realize that. She's not shown combat ability before.
Mage armor. Still need to. I'd do it today, but I gotta save up my mana for tomorrow.
Understood.
These aren't very wieldy.
There's the I don't know.
No, they aren't.
If I ever
They're not
bring a rapier,
rapiers,
I'll let
first
you
of
know
all.
as well.
They're
There doesn't
swords.
seem to be any here as a wooden one either.
Yeah, I'll have to figure something out.
But honestly,
Maybe get
If
someone
you
sent
remember
home.
the forms, good.
even if
But if I remember
All the
it,
positions.
It's all about
Maybe
taking
someday I'll be
logs
better than
when
you.
can from the side, but that's more for fencing since. And then you pair
Listen
it
for
with
him.
using a bigger weapon, right?
Yeah, if you want to actually use it in combat, that's the same idea, but slightly different. Instead of merely moving up and down, you gotta cross your legs from side to
You want to talk?
front to back.
Or are you gonna go find Vivina?
Not just to be fancy and feminine, but you're also almost always in.
She'll find me more than likely.
Because you're always crossing and you're putting your one hand on your.
And yay, nay, are you enjoying the company?
Anyway.
Doesn't matter. What do you have to talk about?
Honestly, I didn't notice I was subconsciously doing that till now, but
Continuation. Boring philosophical stuff.
But yeah.
Mm.
But I really shouldn't way anyway
Sure.
since my knees aren't bent.
Thing is, though, I also use the shield, so.
You okay?
When fencing, I'm not sure if a technique would match. There's no
Yeah.
reason to use your body with a rapier. Piercing, that's what the rod's for.
AG.
I usually would block with one weapon and
What happened?
Like if I bring out my axe, I can also bring out
hungry.
this, as I showed Augusta the one time. Downward sling. Right? They don't see a weapon until it's used, but
Sure, there's something in the hall. You can grab.
But for tomorrow, I'm gonna have to do a weapon ritual for
Have you ever been surrounded by food?
Bludgeoning, because there's skeletons involved.
No.
You're not allowed to touch
So
it.
I'll probably be replacing my axe with a warhammer. Or
What do you eat?
bring a mace instead of my sword? I'm thinking a mace, maybe, but it could be a morning star. I'm not sure.
It's not here.
Anyways, I mean, I'm sure everyone will show up for Ignis Squad, but
Okay.
well, I wouldn't mind
The answer is
having one
yes.
on the team.
I'm like
I was gonna say.
All the time.
What the heck is going on? I know they're over there. Anyway.
I should lose a few pounds anyway. I'm over 200, so. Maybe I'll stop drowning.
You don't look like it. And wait, your only reason you're not you're learning. The only reason you're drowning is you don't know how to swim. I mean, we can go to the hot springs. I can show you how to swim. Since apparently the Navy man Carver's not going to do it.
Oh yeah, but he'll come and talk to me about,
Okay,
oh,
screw
you're
it. We're
looking for
teaching
the
you.
other person to complete you.
Screw
And
it.
I said I walked away from the conversation we were in because my
Hi,
head
Carver.
fucking hurts about the conversation.
Yeah. Hi.
All right, we're going to teach you how to swim right now. Come on.
I'm not swimming.
But
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
we
about
have the hot springs. This can teach you techniques so you don't drown next time.
Most likely not unless there's a flood.
Fine.
Next time, all right? I'm not swimming on the mission.
Okay.
I don't need it.
All right, fine. Just get something to eat.
Yeah, I'll raid the fridge.
Maybe more when it's summer though, because swimming right now is not going to work too much.
You wanna? Is he still here?
I don't know.
He's over there.
I walked away from the conversation.
Oh, yeah, he's over there.
Don't people understand?
Hmm?
He showed up at the graveyard. He said, "Leave them alone." I was like, "Leave who alone? I'm here of my own accord." And I said,
Oh, that's
"I'm
where they
waiting for
went.
the moon to come out so I can have some goddamn peace and quiet." And he's like, "Oh, did you come here to blah blah blah?" And I was like, "Really? I'm trying to." My head hurts. I'm hungry. I'm really fucking hungry, and other things.
What's in the graveyard?
Conversations just
Peace
not
and
supposed to
quiet.
walk in on.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm
Apparently.
sorry.
Well, if you're hungry, doesn't Ignis have a kitchen? We can maybe make her something to eat.
Actually, you're right.
I can't cook for shit.
I'm a picky eater, so I'm going to pass.
I mean, I
Alright.
could cook for myself, but probably can't.
Yeah,
for
there was
other
the pig. There was that pig down there the last time we were down there.
Yeah. Still think you should let me drown.
Why?
Who?
They should have let you
Morals.
drown.
Who will let you drown?
Nothing.
Oh,
Survival
you're
of the
talking
fittest.
about Facthorn's the survival of the fittest.
Okay,
Yeah.
survival of the fittest
Can't
is
you
one
just
thing,
freeze
but
the water and walk over it?
also survival of the fittest is one thing. Learning how to swim so you can survive is a whole different thing. So you can survive. It shows the capability of learning.
Hold on, you could just freeze the water, right?
Hold on. Give her a second.
Sorry, I'm struggling. Hunger pains.
You can
Are
just
you sure
freeze
there's
the water,
nothing
though,
we
right?
can get you to eat or drink or
No.
anything?
No.
Okay. Because I'd help if I could.
Strict diet.
Sadly, we're departing tonight, or else I would swing by town and
Maybe I could
grab
find some.
whatever.
It's fine. Being in prison, you get used to starving anyway.
That's not how it works.
You don't starve your prisoners?
No, because then they'd be dead, not prisoners anymore.
Yeah, and then you make room for the new prisoners.
Then why put them in prison in the first place and not just kill them?
Survival of the fittest, I guess.
Some people like to watch people.
It sounds more like survival of the thickest, though, because the heavier would last longer.
You're not wrong.
Come on, Augusta. Let's get you something to eat.
Is there any? Well, if there's nothing we can do to at least relieve the pain or something.
Nope. Trying to lose weight.
We can get you something to eat and then we'll run it off. How about that?
Sure. You know what? Do you know how to make tacos?
Why are we talking about tacos?
Ignis has a kitchen, right? Are you able to make tacos?
I mean, if they have beef, I mean, it's as simple as, I don't know if they have the corn. If they have the ingredients, it shouldn't be too bad.
Savina?
It's part of my diet.
She gonna be in the middle of something?
I love
Right over there.
tacos, and they're
I like
Savina.
tacos. They're pretty delicious.
Augusta's hungry and she wants tacos. Like, really
Don't worry
hungry.
about it.
Yeah! Wait, no.
Here, do you
Maybe
need a
take
hand?
her with you?
It looks like we're heading there now.
For a talk?
No, I'll meet up with you guys later.
Hey, Augusta,
Nothing.
come with me.
I will meet up with you later. Please give me some time. I'm struggling.
No, right.
Yeah, I know exactly what's going on. It's gonna be an awesome secret surprise. Come with me.
Can I just
All
meet
right.
up with you in 2 minutes?
How about this, guys? Let's
Sure,
let's
come to my
trust her.
dorm.
We'll see her in 2 minutes at the dorm. All right. Just remember, we're worried. Let's go eat food and stuff.
That's
Let's
fine.
go start cooking those
Yeah.
tacos.
I will devour those tacos and their roundness.
All
This is
right.
not. Well.
What are you trying to look at?
Tacos. How you little meaty mood?
Hey, Carver. They're headed over to the Ignis Storms for tacos.
Meat is definitely something I want.
Tacos?
Yes, sir.
Got it. Thank you.
I mean, might take all night. But you help me, we can butcher a cow and get you some carne asada.
Actually, I need to change first. Hello, Kieran. Okay. All right. Time is it? Oh God, it's midnight. Oh no. Not again. Hold on. Okay. There we go.
Right now. If it will help you make those tacos taste better.
She and Spec are attacking by the blue portal.
And she said, "Great, change the portal color," and went somewhere else.
What happened?
Just everybody today's been like trying to find
Talking
each
about
other, but
earlier.
the moment they go through a portal, the person they were looking for comes through that same portal, and it's just been a mess today.
Oh, okay. Is
Give me a moment.
she down there by
Stretch a
herself with
bit.
Specca? Or anyway, I'll be down there.
Wait, is he even allowed in there?
I have been given permission, so I don't know.
Wait, what? I didn't see anyone down there.
Are you? Do you have express
There was no one in
permission
the.
to walk into the dorm?
We were all heading in there, and then I grabbed something. Or wait,
All right.
where did Specca and Vev go? They're not in there though. We were
They'll
all
be
heading
around.
to the kitchen to make tacos.
They'll be around.
Food. Well, since I did go in there, if they're not there anymore, then I broke rules. So sorry, I don't. They were there. You were following with them, right?
12 to Mass Effects.
Damn it! That's almost 13. Shit. Oh well.
At least it's not the unlucky number 13.
So how come that rule exists anyway? I don't remember that one necessarily, but
what rule?
did something happen?
Probably because
going in
someone was
dorms
going into
necessarily.
people's dorms. They weren't
You
supposed
only
to or
needed
something?
you
I don't
needed
know.
permission to go in the rooms, not the dorm itself.
Because people don't know how to keep their hands on their own stuff. I don't know.
Oh, did someone steal? Did someone steal underwear? Or something
We were
not
told
like
you're
gross?
supposed to get permission to go into the dorm, but if one person gives it, you're fine. But expressly, the person who owns the room has to give permission to go.
I was just wondering why that became a rule.
Common sense.
Room, apparently.
Wait,
oh yeah, right.
We're
I forgot
to go
about that.
Chips's room?
Yeah.
Apparently, according to the
That
headmaster
still
in our
wasn't taken. Yeah, that wasn't. That still wasn't taken out.
Room that we are allowed to enter.
So
whenever
could
we
I
want,
assume
for
that it's
any
because
reason.
of something he did then?
I have no idea.
I forget what it was exactly.
Oh, it must have been a long
Oh
time
no,
ago.
no, yeah, he started going into some other people's rooms, and so he said it was, or so his reasoning was, well, everyone should be okay with everyone going in their rooms. So the headmaster was like, okay, you can come in. We can come into Chips's room anytime he wants because he thinks it's open season for everyone else.
I remember hearing about that. So by extension,
so it's like teaching him a lesson.
I assume
How's that
by
been going?
extension that
why the
means
rules
going
are there.
into Ignis dorm, just not the other Ignis storms rooms.
I imagine that means beeline it to his dorm, and that's about it. A room, and that's about it.
Got it.
Go in there and jump off the balcony.
But honestly, I'm afraid of the things I'd find in there, so I'm not touching it.
Oh god, yeah, we were talking about that yesterday when we were trying. We were gonna use his pillow to hide
Trust
something.
me, there
and
was
then
weird
it
shit in
was
there.
crusty.
Mm.
I had to follow him
There's
in
a bottle of cleaner in there. I
one
believe.
morning.
Someone had it out the other day.
All right, you guys have your boy talk. I'm gonna go.
Yeah, is Augusta okay?
I don't know.
She was last with
Never mind. I don't know what I'm gonna do at this point. There's the moon. Guess he'll be happy. Nah, he's not. Is he? He's not. I guess we'll find out. Okay, kid. I was worried. Kid. I in the house of the kings who are gone. Son, don't dare let her tremble alone for the rain. Hailing coin of gold.
You stay in different rooms and they never have to know. It's
Ravina?
complicated. I'm not gonna go into it. Never mind.
I thought Victor followed
I
you.
was
This is very
Is he
explaining.
strange.
inside?
I'm gonna shut up. I was explaining beards. Where
Yeah.
a gay guy would get a
Why?
girlfriend, but it's actually
Can I
his
talk
girlfriend
to him?
pretending to be. Yeah. Oh, so you know about them,
Sure,
yeah.
if he's in there still. Oh, assuming he wants to.
I'm just very curious how we got on this topic.
Hey, Vic?
We said
If
he
he's
seems like a gay best friend, but he's like
don't worry about
I
it.
guess he's not here.
But I have some
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, he's not here.
And there you go. Does that
Mm.
quick catch you up? So hopefully I
Pretty
didn't
much.
speak out of turn with
Oh.
that.
That's
Hello.
fine. I'm fairly open about not knowing who I am.
It's
Lately.
okay. There's a guess. I was getting worried. She's really good at making me worry. So, so are you though. You good now?
I feel a lot better.
Because you've been happy all day. All right. It's like you got something out of your system, perhaps.
Guess you could say that.
Fuck right and wrong. My jolly polly sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone for the answer. Freedom bolts, fading coin of gold. Come see ghosts, leaves not behind. Sad heartache and dwell. Who knows? Freeze my feet. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it all. I'll just fuck it. I don't know what. Great. It shouldn't matter anyway. They all think there's, well, all of them. I really got to go into the whatever. Hey, Seymour. How you doing today? Imagine you've had just a boring time. same. Well, not exactly. Not boring, but just draining. I kind of want to say you don't have anyone judging you, but I guess you kind of do, don't you? If you act up, imagine if you accidentally went, under the water, they'd freak out because, you kind of have a chip on their back. I guess you've been trained to do that, right? That's your job. But I doubt if you really didn't want to do it, I doubt that you'd actually do it. I imagine if you wanted any second, you could just dunk under the water and get rid of the boat and run away. But you want to do it for some reason. That's noble, I guess. Really so. I like that about you. I guess we're kind of the same in that. Good. You had a choice or destiny. I don't know, maybe I'm thinking for you. But I imagine you were raised to be this way. Or you were caught, either way. But you were given a choice to do so if you wanted or not. Because ultimately, you're let go. Does that mean you're well trained, or does that mean you actually want to help? Does that mean you're good or bad? I don't know. It's just. Well, it's silly, yes. And now you hold the lives of half of the school on your back. And you've done so for more students. I guess maybe you'd be caught and hurt. Maybe that's why you don't do this. I am thinking too philosophical. I don't know. Screw it. So I say talking to you, Seymour. You're one of the most intelligent people to hear.
Don't forget if you're going to bed, sleep in the cabin on the boat. I'm trying to remind people because I think they're forgetting. Remember? Just making sure. All right. We're trying to find Augusta now. All right. Where is she?
I'm guessing they're not getting tacos.
That was a cleverly constructed ruse to try and get people away.
Oh, really? I didn't see that.
That's
She
very
completely fooled us.
direct sarcasm.
I still have to actually. I'm gonna requisition
Mm.
the kitchen at some point tonight. Start baking those pies.
I have to gauge sometimes how dense some people are.
I am.
That's illegal.
It's not illegal. I'm allowed to do
Especially
what I
in
want.
this academy.
I can ban you from my kitchen.
I don't know he can.
Well, you're fortunate that apparently I'm
I can
less
try.
dense than I think.
Or else I can set up deterrents of my own.
I don't like to imagine what that could be.
You know what?
You don't want to know. You two can talk if you want.
Never mind, they're gonna find her before I do.
She seemed in a mood.
Hi, Anna.
Never mind. Good night. People suck, Seymour. People suck. I'm gonna maybe soak in the hot springs. Why do we need these stupid shovels? Why do we need these stupid shovels? See who sleeps not behind. Sapphire, think and dwell. All's asleep beneath the trees. Bats all asleep in the breeze. And one so lies anxious, wide awake, bearing no matter of Cossack's rates. Dummy dolly, polly, sweet as fun, don't dare let her tremble a little, 'cause sure, this goes, it's inclined with cold. She comes, he goes, sleeps not behind, Sapphire, take and dwell. Just not stupid. I could just drown myself and no one would care. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Heart. Let's ow, 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 ow. Stop feeling sorry for yourself, Heart. You had a bunch of shit to take care of. Great, now I'm gonna be sick. It went so amazing, it's just wide awake. Pairing no manner, goals, hugs, and wraiths. Huh. Didn't see these constellations before.
Hannah, have you seen Augusta?
Hannah, can you hear us? Did you see Augusta yet? Sorry, we're looking for her.
No, and if she doesn't want to be found, don't worry about it. She's a big girl, she can handle herself. Hmm. 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 Did I just see purple? Okay, good. Hmm. Hmm. Right. Actually, I'll take a second, get some water. Mm. Mm. All's asleep amidst the trees. Bats all swaying in the breeze. But once all I think's just wide awake, bearing no manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For me, dolly, polly, sleep has flown. Don't dare let her tremble alone for the witcher. Heartless ghost, paid in coin of gold. He comes, he goes, leaves none behind, except heartache and woe. Unterable. It's all silent for the night. Cows come in as daylight dies. But once only anxious, wide awake, fearing no manner of ghouls, hags, and wraiths. For me, dolly, polly, shut your eyes, lie still, lie silent, utter no cries, 'cause the hunter, brave and bold, paid in coin of gold, he'll chop and slice, you cut and dice, you eat, you uphold, eat, you whole. I miss home. Oop, my leggies are dying. Night, Seymour. And sleep. I'm gonna turn off my leggies. Anxious, wide awake. Oh god, all of them are turned off except for the one. Hold on. Okay, everything's turned off except for that one. Drop this to get the dongle. Which means I can take them off. Which means I'm off for the night. Oof. My feet sees so. Okay. So the question is, do I stalk these fools? 'Cause I can. I'm gonna stalk these fools actually. Fuck it. Oh, well shit. I'm invisible, right? Yeah, okay.
Took off for a moment. And actually, real quick, I need to do the same.
Goodbye.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about plans falling apart.
Oh, what
Being
plans?
able to perceive every possible outcome.
Just plans in general. Murphy's Law about people making too many plans but never being able to fulfill them all the way because something will go wrong.
Something usually does.
Hmm.
That's how you handle it.
How you adapt.
Yep. Like Asperia, for instance. Perfect example.
It was a mess and it's all right. One we didn't very well have the right to be dealing with. I still believe that.
Well, regardless, we did what we did.
We did what we did, and we're very lucky that none of us died in the process. I imagine at least 4 of our classmates in that guillotine before we left. Luckily, that wasn't the case.
I find it odd that the headmaster didn't know about the corruption. I think he
find it
sent
odd
us
that
there knowing.
the reports were conflicting from both the headmaster and Willow from when we got the initial briefing. After discussing with them, then Willow told me that the headmaster was drunk the night he gave some of the reports.
Information.
That was great.
Jesus.
Exactly why I had such an issue with what we were doing, because I felt our orders were coming from a drunk man, and it was a very difficult political situation.
Interesting.
And so I figured it would be a better option to leave and report all the information across our forces so that they could send a better team to deal with it. But that fell on deaf ears. People were too ready to make a change, even if it meant us possibly dying, when something could have been done still in a more effective manner. We just got lucky.
What would you have done?
I just told you. I would have left and given the information to a different
If you
team.
were the new force coming in, what would you have done?
More than likely, something similar to what we were already doing.
Then why did you need a new force?
Because you already saw how many times we messed up while we were there. Because while I would have done something similar to what we were doing, I wouldn't have done it so ineptly. And I certainly wouldn't be telling witnesses to their face we have suspect of them when we're trying to investigate them.
While I wholeheartedly agree with you. Wait, seriously?
Twice.
Mm-hmm. Anger's a piece of work.
Once before we had full suspicion and we didn't actually have concrete evidence, and second after I spent 2.5 hours clearing that suspicion from the same man they just told it to. Yes, there was a very good reason why I thought there was a much better team dealing with what we were dealing with.
Okay.
Like I said,
in an ideal
I'm
world,
perfectly fine with what we did. I'm very glad things went well, because it certainly could have gone the other direction. I'm more worried that more people didn't think how it could have gone wrong.
Well, we could have gone real wrong. Real wrong, real fast.
Yes.
But
it's just that when I tried to tell people that in the moment, they told me I was wrong, yelled at me, and continued to do the things without thinking about what their actions might do to the rest of the people around them.
Why?
I mean,
okay, but why?
to be fair, Victor was one of them.
But why give up the suspect?
You're talking about Rin.
No, actually, Rin did fine. It was Zachary. and Ryder and Melanie.
Zachary had a multitude of issues that day.
Well, Rin did
Couple
all
days.
right. Lila and Rin did have some moral issues, which were very frustrating. But they never went as far as to tell the suspect I was still investigating that I was still investigating him. They at least stayed out of that. They just wanted to make sure the daughter was all right, which I guess, whatever. Take care of the kid. I mean, do what you want, as long as it doesn't impede the investigation.
God damn it. Fucking cold as ice. Smile.
I'm just a little upset. When we went to the
Hello,
investigate one
Sashi.
final
Thank
week
you
to
for
see
the
if we could get
thank you
evidence to
for
free
the
that man.
the trade. I appreciate it.
Yes, I believe you told me about this.
Zach had
Stinky.
chosen the team.
Look,
I don't know if I told you, Victor.
I'm being invisible. I'm watching these fuckers because they never get.
Zach had chosen 3 of us
Neither
from
of these
Ardenvale
fuckers
to
stream,
basically
and they're
go
all
with and meet
amazing.
our
And I
word
want to
down.
see their shit.
We
I
get
mean,
to
I
the
don't want to see it,
house,
but I want y'all to
and
see their shit.
Zach basically barges in the door after all of us mishear the guy, lady, I think around the corner saying knock on the door. We never heard her say knock on the door. We didn't know it was somebody's house. So he goes, barges in the door, scares the family on the inside of the building. We go back outside after repeatedly apologizing for the incident. Zach then later seems to accuse that man, that same man, by the way, of associating with poachers. Then go on, so on and so forth, yells at the man for taking too long and the fact that we're on a clock because we're trying to collect evidence to save a man's life. Just a whole litany of issues that stemmed from one person's actions, whereas if they hadn't done those specific things, after we repeatedly fixed them over and over and over, we probably could have gotten the information necessary and everything would have been perfectly fine. We're only lucky, only so lucky that we were able to figure out that the classes were controlling Queen in the first place and get the dispel spell. If everything else hadn't have played out the way that it would have, we would have basically failed the only shot that we had. And we did. For all intents and purposes, that evidence could still be sitting in that house right now.
If my plan failed, Augusta and Shizu would have been locked up.
And or executed.
Yeah.
Yes. But it was a plan. Better than nothing. And we had nothing.
At least for the sake of you, first of all, it played out. And secondly, it seemed like you put more thought into it rather than, I'm going to do this thing because, and then not giving the explanation. I assume when you did it, you at least had the thought process of, if I do this, this will happen.
Yes. He wished to divert his attention from the scrolls. However, what if the glasses weren't enchanted?
That was my worry.
That was mine,
to be honest. Was that, what if whatever theory that had been concocted by all of us was just that?
That he was being
we had no proof. Yes. What if it was in fact just a conspiracy that we had all thought up? Well, I had thought up, but it had been brought up to all of us. And now not only do we look stupid, we've committed acts against Asperia, namely destruction of property, and also now 2 of our people are captured and there is no way out.
Read, by the way, by Publisher Science.
There
I
would have been
did.
a
I
way
did.
out, but it would have
I
been through brute
okay.
force, and that would have been
I
twice
did. I
as
got a
bad.
raid from the Sachi boy.
And then the
Sachi.
Crosslight forces probably would have shut
Pretty
the
bad
academy
delay
down.
between the stream and chat. We don't know if she.
And there
I
you
do
go.
know, yeah. Sorry, Downs.
Both Vaughn and Willow were threatening to kill the steward.
Oh.
What?
We walked in at an interesting moment. We were just talking about people dying as well, technically. But in a different way.
Okay,
Hello.
okay, wait. Stewart, okay, what did I miss out on?
We're talking about a recap from Asperia.
Oh.
We're on a discussion about how the next mission could be a mess,
well,
potentially. And
I'm
then
sure
we
it'll
were
be
talking
fine.
about...
I mean, it's
We
pretty
go to a crypt,
straightforward.
Kill
Pretty
one
hack and
dead,
slash.
get Crystal Keystone. That
Oh,
should
well,
be it.
Our
Yeah,
last
well, you hope
orders
it's
for the
that.
other one were
What are we gonna do? We're
go
gonna
talk
no,
to
we're
a
gonna
queen and find poachers, and
we're
how'd that
gonna
turn
do
out?
a peace
That's how the
Oh,
treaty with
as in,
conversation went.
zombies.
we go to a crypt, but it's not just undead, but there's a cult, and then we have to track down the cult.
Yes,
And then,
exactly.
and then the cult has like 3 daughters that we all have to feel bad about. And then those
Yes.
daughters are actually the bad guys, and the other people are the real good guys. And
Mhm.
whatever the hell happens.
You
okay.
see the
I
point.
see what you're saying.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, I just
It's just that.
I don't know.
I totally didn't. Don't worry,
Do
I
you know
didn't
what
spoil
would
the
be an
plot if that
interesting
was gonna
experiment?
happen.
Do you know what'd be an interesting experiment? Can
Huh.
one negotiate with a zombie or skeleton?
You could try. You could talk to a white, but you're probably not actually negotiating. You just think you are. And then
I don't know, Specca. Can one negotiate with a wall?
you could talk to a lich, but
I
it usually
mean,
has
you
its
know,
own
People
rules
try
in real
talking.
life.
who knows? A wall doesn't. I mean, a wall doesn't have a soul. So, a wall's completely different from a zombie or
I mean, but the
Right.
walls
Well,
have ears.
My point being that conscious thoughts and having a soul aren't the same thing.
Well, what undead can we talk to? Pop quiz.
any technically
Vampires.
anyone that has vocal cords still intact.
Vampires. Blah, blah,
That-
blah.
I mean, zombies make gurgles and shit, but they don't. How
I
could
don't think
okay?
you'd be able to talk to a
Let
zombie.
me reel it back. What undead can we have a conversation with that they reciprocate?
A
Vampire.
lich.
A vampire.
That's what I'm gonna
Most
find.
likely.
There's
talking to a
ghosts.
lich.
There's
Oh, why not, Mason? Why don't you want to talk to the lich?
I'm not talking to a lich.
Why
I mean,
are you
what
not
about a
talking to a
there's
lich,
there's
Mason?
I'm not
rage,
talking to a
a-lich,
lich.
ghost,
Talk to the
Stop
all the
lich.
incorporeal ones.
Stop it.
Then there's lich,
Stop it.
demi-lich,
A lich.
I'll say the
and
one
then
thing you don't want me to say.
whites
I'll say the
technically,
one thing you don't
but the
want
whites
me
are
to say.
just trying to convince you, similar
What
to
would you say
a-lich.
to the lich?
Yeah, I think that's how it goes.
Say
I'll say
the
the one
lich.
thing you don't want me to
Mm.
say.
What do you
No,
say?
where
to
the
the
hell
lich?
did he come
Volunteer.
from?
I'll say the one thing you don't want me to say.
Why would-
Vampire.
The power of Christ.
Okay, let's say you do see a
Vampire's
lich. What are you
trying
gonna
to-
do?
What the fuck? God damn it.
Run.
Mm.
That's my orders. I was told to run. I'm running.
What about you, Carver? What if you see a lich? Ooh.
If I see a lich, well, I'm not gonna be in there, so
No. Let's say you were though. Carver Carver versus a lich. What would you do? Run away? Try to negotiate with it? What would Carver do against a lich?
what would I do?
Who?
Punch
I
it
suppose
really
that would come
hard?
down to what the lich does
I don't-
first.
It's a lich.
I think the question first would be, how do you kill a lich, Carver? Do you know?
Yeah, Carver. Do you know how to kill a lich?
It's phylactery.
Never actually fought one.
Ah,
I know.
I
Isn't
did
there
not.
something about a phylactery and it?
yeah.
Yes,
you have
there's
to find
something about a
phylactery.
phylactery.
So you can destroy it all you want, but as long basically there might be a phylactery literally buried under a fireplace on the other side of the goddamn planet.
Alright.
And until you
Mhm.
destroy that, it's still going to be alive. So there's nothing you
So
can
in
do.
that
Wow,
immediate
you're
gonna
scenario,
destroy
the one
it.
I was
Cute
actually
today,
already
Spectre.
thinking about is
fuck you.
smash and get out of there.
Yeah, you can destroy
Alright,
its
what
body
about
and then
you,
it would
Stark?
reform.
You do have
Stark versus
experience
a
with that,
lich.
don't you?
What would Stark do?
Smash and dip.
Oh, run. I have no capacity to find a lich.
Hmm.
It's not my fighting style.
Okay.
I mean, Steel
What about
Steel
you,
warned you about the
Victor
really
versus a
fucked up
lich?
shit, right? The really like the
I've
one
met a
that walks
lich.
and a bunch of other the worm that walks. Did
They're
Steel
quite
talk
friendly,
about the worm
actually.
that walks and all that stuff?
The what?
You
The worm that walks.
Met-
It's literally
a
one of the
lich?
most fearsome undead,
Yep.
according
And
to
a
Steel.
friendly lynch?
It literally just
You're
Probably not gonna
alive?
get that lesson.
anyone that it
Well,
comes across,
technically,
it consumes and becomes part of them.
or
It is
or
that.
the,
Like,
well,
according to Steel,
My
even
point
if
is,
him and the
you're
headmaster were to fight it, they might
still
not win.
you're not Ashes, and you're
On that note, I
not
wonder what's scarier,
undead
a
slave
lich
to this lich.
or a revenant.
Did you charm the lich?
The heck's a
Mm,
revenant?
No,
define
cannot
the
charm a
revenant
lich.
from your point of view.
Mm.
it's undead.
It's a being that exists purely out of its
How are you?
own sheer amount of hatred it feels.
A lich is
Oh,
normally
in
a
ways,
very
it's
powerful
similar
wizard
to an Alip from the
that
Yeah, yeah, but-
doesn't wish to die,
Is it
so
incorporeal
it
or
turns
is it
itself
physical
into a
being?
lich. There are numerous
can be
ways to
physical.
do this.
But
I
it
know,
is
but
a
how
Sacrifice,
are
great
you
power.
still
and no matter how many
alive
times you
after
get rid
talking
of it, you
to
can
one?
get rid of it. You can
You
kill
would
it.
like
I think
But
his
it keeps
point
why?
is,
How come?
Shrekka, is that
See, unlike a
So
lich,
just
it's
because
similar
they
to
went through this ritual doesn't
yes,
mean
but
they're
unlike
evil.
You're
a lich
destroying its
you can
physical
finally
form,
get rid of.
but not
yes.
spiritual.
I
You
mean,
can
it
get rid
depends
of
how you
it,
do the ritual, I
technically.
guess, and everything.
But
Don't you have to, like,
or a lich you can get rid
do
of
something
technically
super
by
fucked up
finding
or
that and
something?
destroying it, but for Revenant you can't.
I'm unsure. I don't know how Flattery is made.
Becca, I'm a vampire. I live with other vampires. Naturally, there are liches within that society. We are all undead.
It's a vampire lich.
Ooh,
No, they are
that
not the
sounds
vampire lich.
dangerous.
What's up? What is that?
I mean,
Vampires are
What would
just
be the point of
vampires are
being
tricky.
a lich if you're a vampire? That doesn't.
Wait, is that
I
how
mean,
that works?
Have you?
No,
from
I
what
don't think
I
that is. That's the
understand,
point.
if you're not talented, you know, I don't
God
know,
damn it,
yeah,
I kind of want to.
necromancer enough, you become a vampire
Damn it, I kind of
or
want to go into
immortality. But if you know you
now.
got the skills, you become a lich. So maybe perhaps they get vampirism, and just like as a substitute before they get the lich thing.
I mean, if you're speaking of vampires, though, there's some
To be honest, I kind of want to go back. Should I do it? Meta. Really, I just want to roleplay with them. Yeah, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm gonna go to my charges. Go. I'm gonna be a late night crew for once. Fuck it.
Yeah. If there's no downsides and no one gets hurt.
What about you? If you could
I can understand why you would.
upgraded.
I think I'd be giving up too many
You
things.
think a
Like
lich
the
is more
ability
powerful than a
to have
vampire?
a family and continue my life. I'd keep everything
I
else
mean,
though.
Have you ever met an
from what
elder vampire?
She's saying no
Becca?
consequence, but that doesn't make sense.
No, I'm still in
There
one
has
piece.
to be some.
I don't know.
Have you
Can
met
they
a
Welcome back,
lich?
Hannah.
respawn
I
too?
guess.
Hey,
Oh.
Hannah.
There you go.
Welcome back.
Are
There
you
are
feeling better now?
different levels of power.
Hey.
I don't know. Can the really old ones
feeling better?
respawn like liches
I
can?
wasn't.
I mean, obviously,
Yes.
something seems a bit different.
In
Oh
fact,
shit.
they
I'm
are
fine.
nigh indestructible.
That's
They
good.
don't need any phylacteries.
Looking at your hand.
Okay, what about you, Vev?
Looking at
You
Lich
just asked
spider. Snapping someone's fingers. No consequences. No one gets hurt. You just.
Yeah.
Augusta?
Define
Augusta?
no consequences.
You're kind of
You get all
sprouting.
the properties of a lich. You are a lich by every
If you still needed a bite to
word
eat or something.
of the manner, and you have, you know,
I'm good,
all
thank
the
you.
advantages. You become a lich, but the
All right.
process, you know, how there's usually
Does
ritual
that offer from the
beforehand.
graveyard still stand?
There's none of that.
Just
Someone
making
just
sure you're okay.
snaps their fingers and you're a lich. You don't have to
Can I
sacrifice
still?
anything.
Can I still give birth?
You're a
What the
lich,
fuck?
so technically,
They're
no,
talking
since
about
you're dead.
becoming
You
a
a type
lich.
of undead?
Nope.
Yeah, that's the only thing that would be holding me back from wanting to be a lich would be the ability to procreate, have a
I have
family,
to
and
have a
things.
brood. That's a deal breaker.
Yeah, that's another
Lots of
thing.
people
If you're,
brood in
if
the
you
corner.
What
become
about
a
you?
lich
Hannah, you want to become
and
a
you want
lich?
to have a family
Just
soon,
Brood's
snap
a
of
spider
somebody's
term for
fingers.
babies.
Have your
you
family,
unlich a
then
lich?
become a lich.
Can you unlich a lich?
I don't like magic.
know.
I don't really need magic. And I don't want to live forever.
Okay, so that's a no from Hannah.
Yeah, that.
Can
See, like I said, I wouldn't want to
That's
be
the
one.
real question. Can you unlich a lich?
No.
I just.
Well, you can.
destroy
You can
its
kill them.
phylactery, then it's dead.
If you get
can't
tired of
reverse
living,
lich
just
to
break your own
1, 2,
phylactery.
3.
Could you?
Finally!
So a phylactery is a soul connected. Wait, the lich is a soul bound to the phylactery, correct? So it never escapes
Yeah,
unless the phylactery is
so
destroyed.
from
If
what
you
I read,
rebind the soul to something else, is that possible?
I'm sure it is. You could probably bind it to multiple things and make multiple phylacteries. Sure.
Knowledge.
Oh, now you're talking like a horcrux or some shit, or whatever that word is.
They do. They live for a long time. They have plenty of
Make a
knowledge.
bunch and
That's a
split it up.
totally different
That's
mess.
valuable.
That's like multiple
Yeah,
phylacteries
but
that you
do
destroy
you
all
want to
of
live
them
forever?
total, or something, right?
I mean, it'd be a lonely existence, but knowledge would be nice.
To be fair, your question's a bit misleading. Liches have to sacrifice life to stay alive. Continuously, right?
Yeah, but
So
Good
yes,
point.
the
Removing the catch
creation.
just to test a person's type, I think.
So the creation, you'd be fine, but to keep it, you'd have to kill and kill and kill and kill.
Yeah.
true, but it
You
doesn't have
removed
to
that
be
from the
humanoids. I
equation
don't
just
think.
for the sake of the question,
You
right?
could as long as it has like a life force, I assume. So,
So
I'm
you're
sure
thinking?
you
Are
could
you
also
thinking
just
like
use
like
animals.
a red cap then? How they have to kill every 3 days at least to soak their cap in blood, or else they die.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
It doesn't dictate
Well, let's
what
put it
type of
this
thing they have
way.
to kill.
I'd rather be a vampire than a lich. At least they don't have to kill to survive.
Oh. It's true. No, just because no. Except
I'd
what?
prefer
Start.
to stay human, but if I had the opportunity with no consequences, wouldn't mind extending my lifetime.
Likewise.
I see. So Stark shall become the true Dark Lord.
Are there
the
other
end.
types of undead that aren't exactly liches that you can become?
Sorry,
Or
Tycoon.
similar?
Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just gonna have to
Nothing
deal
I
with it.
read about.
If you're looking for eternal life, yes. That's usually what it is.
There's always a sacrifice. There's always a catch with eternal life, though. Something isn't the same.
Yeah, you lose your
the catch being
everything.
you just
A
get to
lich
watch
has to
everyone around you die.
They lose their life, but they have to take others, and they can't procreate.
It
have
works
a
for
family
some
anymore.
people. It doesn't work. It works for some people. Others not so much, from what I understand.
I mean,
then what about you?
If you're
Would you be a
lonely
lich?
already, it's fine.
Me? Ugh. No, thank you. I'm down for eternal life, but you definitely can't walk into town or anything. Ugh. Tell you that. Like you said, phylactery, but imagine how much of a headache that thing is.
Yeah, there's no way a lich could
What do you
even
mean?
use illusion magic or anything to appear normal.
I mean,
I was
yeah,
about to
but
say
it'd be so
illusion magic.
tedious. Not only that,
If you're a lich, you have quite a lot of
if someone was
magical power, I
dedicated,
imagine.
and they have all eternity to figure it out, right?
True. Even then, the hardest part
Ascension,
is
I
the
thought you were like a
phylactery.
hawk.
I don't think.
Oh.
Gearing up.
I don't think I could ever decide on what my phylactery would be. Imagine how much of a pain that thing is to maintain and hide.
How does it? I don't really know the 100% specifics of a phylactery, so I wouldn't know.
From what I understand, you take your soul and you shove it into it and you put it somewhere.
Oh.
That is.
Well, does it have to be a
unpleasant.
specific object, or?
I don't know. I guess it depends on the person trying to become a lich as well. Maybe they're knowledgeable enough to put it into like a living thing, or
it might
maybe
be
a bigger
better to
item.
discuss what. Then what would we turn into a phylactery to live the longest would be a better conversation. That way, you're not questioning if someone would become one or not. Just question how someone would hide their phylactery. We might need to figure that out eventually. Who knows?
I mean, I don't think any of us are becoming liches, so I don't think we ever have to think about that, really.
But yeah, but
you
might
might
have to
fight
fight
them.
one day or kill one.
True.
So how would you hide one if you were a lich? I mean,
I did a bunch of. Well, I wouldn't.
Having it as far away as possible and safe, obviously, would be
Plain
big things,
sight,
right?
far away and safe, probably a combination of all those.
You
They're
mean like
in a
maybe a
lockbox in the
monument
middle
in
of
the middle of
nowhere.
a city that's protected?
No,
But
buried in a
that's
lockbox in the middle
or
of nowhere.
bury it underground. That's true too.
Hide it as something that you see every day.
But okay, so if you bury it in the middle of nowhere, how would we kill a lich that does that? Is there a way to track it, or?
Must
In
be.
theory, it would depend if you would. I imagine everything has some kind of if it works like a magic item, then it might have some kind of trail between the different, mana. I don't know.
Similar to when everyone was doing the
Otherwise,
rune thing, you can see a
it is
you're right.
also connection of spirit. So creatures like Shizu and Pickwick may be able to direct and follow them.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I think Willow said something about sense.
And if you're
magic,
attuned to seeing magic in the
you could
direction,
sense souls.
the lich technically would be drawing from the direction. It would be like a compass at least.
Is there a way to do that? Like
Or if I can enchant my glasses to see magic.
Well, yeah, depends
Maybe.
on who you are,
Probably.
though. Us
I
humans
mean,
probably don't have that,
wasn't the
unless we
steward
really
able
focus
to
on
enchant
divination,
his?
maybe.
Well, I know
Magic, but I
my
don't focus on
glasses.
divination magic.
I just don't know if I can enchant my glasses to see magic.
True.
I suppose it would be depending on the lens you use. You could use chromatic. Well, never mind. Chromatic glass will steal
Chromatic
it away.
glass is different.
Yeah.
That would be for binding people to it so they can't use magic. Oh, wait, are you thinking, what if you use... Holy shit, that's a genius. What if you use the magic to prevent someone from casting magic, and you bound a witch to the chromatic glass? Would that break their connection to it, or... Is that what you were thinking?
Not at all.
But it would...
That's crazy.
But that's the soul connection versus magic. It wouldn't be able to cast magic, but it would still be alive, I guess.
There is a
assuming you can
spell that
do
is meant to just be cancellation. I saw a teacher use it once. It's quite interesting. There are some magic users who use long cast or magic circles or glyphs to activate their magic as activators. One of my teachers actually had a magic circle that was engraved on a glove that he had. That every time he snapped his fingers,
so it's rune crafting,
another
basically.
magic. Yes, it was anti-magic. It's quite interesting.
Whoa! Didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, anti-magic is definitely a thing.
You would interrupt their incantation and mess it up so it doesn't function, right? Like, let's say they had to sing a song, you just keep yelling in the middle of their song, and technically would disrupt whatever verbiage they need to do.
Or,
it would be the same principle, but on a magic scale.
You could, I don't know, do some magic to stop them from singing in the first place. Or you just straight up just go up and punch them.
Yes, I was trying to use singing as an example of the similar incantations and other things. Because, there's activator, there's the verbal, and then there's the material cost. Material cost. Somatic, motions, etc. You just have to break one of the components of the spell. For example, if they need dry logs to cast a spell for fireplace or something, just make those logs wet, and then they can't cast it because it doesn't match the material component anymore. That's another type of anti-magic, just breaking, interrupting what they need.
I don't think
yours was more on a.
Depends on the anti-magic. Some
depends on your terminology for anti-magic as well, right? If you do a magic that interrupts their ability to cast a thing because it breaks one of the components or parts of it, like if they need a verbal component and you mute them with a spell, they can't cast it, right? Would you argue that's anti-magic or preventive magic?
Sorry.
I'm right here.
It doesn't really matter.
Sorry.
I thought you saw me.
Oh, sorry. Did you spook her?
I spooked you. I thought you saw me. Oh, I just want to test something. Macbeth.
What?
You look cute.
Fuck you.
What the fuck?
That was an interesting conversation that I understood, actually.
Same.
I accidentally taught them how to counter you.
It was all about yesterday.
My bad.
Or not yesterday, it was the cabin.
I didn't mean it.
Yeah, I wanted to see if you were still freaked out by it.
No. I have learned.
Plus,
Got
you're
your
not an
big boy
actor, so you don't have to worry
pants
about it.
on.
Plus, you're not an actor, so you don't have to worry about it.
This is true.
Gonna go for a
Yeah, I
walk.
don't think any of us could remember a script or play
Sure
a role.
you are.
We would be really bad at it.
Just no.
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, I'm real
more
shit
off the
at
top of my
acting.
head.
We would probably all be really shitty actors. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't even do any voices or anything. I would be a
Do
really
you know
shitty
what'd be
actor.
crazy? Imagine acting for like a whole year straight. Just acting. Non-stop acting like
Then you
you're
forget
that
who you really
character.
are.
I don't know, is that possible? Like you just for the whole rest of the year, just straight up. You just act like someone totally different.
That's called method acting.
Hold on. No, wait a minute.
called politics.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Mm.
Ouch.
Take this one step further.
I
Imagine
mean, am I
acting,
wrong?
Did you call
but
it
there's no script.
Not really, yeah. Or hell, half the people at this academy probably are fake as fuck, so
No
who knows?
script.
Mm.
Bards and
The whole
comedians
thing is off
now.
the top of
They're
your head.
putting on an. We mentioned during that
The
thing,
whole year.
two-faced, technically. There's a Jixie mentioned two selves, right?
Could you do it?
I don't know, but
Could you
okay.
do that?
Could you what?
I could probably not do it. I definitely can't do it.
What?
Can't do what?
Acting for an entire year with no script, all of it off top of your head.
Acting with no script?
No script.
I mean, like I said,
What are
people
you
at this academy
you
do
need
it
a
plenty of
direction at
times.
least. True. I mean, we had that discussion earlier in the blacksmith place. I mean, Jixie said everyone has two versions of themselves, their own self and the self they show everyone else. So it just depends on if they're the same or not.
Okay,
Yeah,
how
I
about
guess
this?
it is
How
the
about
same.
this? You're a spy sent on a secret mission, and you're
Fuck, she figured
surrounded
me
by.
No, I'm
What?
just kidding.
What?
No, I'm just teasing her. Or am I?
Okay, you're a spy sent on a secret mission. For as much as you know, there's enemies everywhere. Everyone's your enemy. So you have to keep up a fake facade every single day. Whenever you talk to anybody, fake facade. Whenever you go out, I don't know, on the fake facade, just constant fake. Could you do it?
Well, the question
Depends on the
actually to me
situation.
sounds like if you keep doing it, have you ever heard the term "fake it until you make it"? What if you keep that facade up so long it becomes who you really are?
Who
Then
knows?
it's
It's
no
like men
longer a
that have.
facade.
It's like men that have no confidence if they pretend to have confidence. Supposedly they get confidence because they're so used to faking it.
I don't know why,
They'll
but
have
that
a-
sounds like kind of like
They'll
madness
have a
to me. Like,
pseudo confidence until they get checked by somebody who actually has confidence.
Well, because they keep faking that they have confidence, it starts
So
to work.
eventually they learn
therefore
how to get
develops
it.
actual confidence.
Mm.
They develop actual confidence because
They
the
develop a
results are
type
still
of
the same
confidence, yeah.
whether they're faking it or not, and they don't realize it until they have actual confidence. That's the theory, at least.
Mm.
It'd probably be better just to to be real, and if you're not confident, so be it. But
Well,
boy,
in any case,
today's deep conversation day. Is it because we all think we're gonna die tomorrow or something? That's not gonna.
I hope not. I hope that's not.
I hope
hey,
not.
getting one
That should
good
not
last
happen. No.
deep conversation in before we croak.
Speak for yourself.
I guess.
I'll be fine.
There you go. That's confidence right there. Or is it? No, I'm just teasing.
It is. I trust in my team.
I'm just teasing. Oh, there you go. Good. I know Vanguard doesn't trust each other at all. They think they're gonna die. They don't trust each other right now. No.
Which is funny because they're supposed to be the
all I hear about
powerhouses
it.
of us.
Everyone thinks they're right, and no one agrees on what's right. So that's what their problem is right now. I was trying to help, but oh well.
Don't worry.
They have
Don't worry,
enough
Mason.
strong
I
people.
believe
They'll
in
be
you.
fine.
When you in Ardentvale go to the crypt, you're gonna find the Lich and you're gonna beat his ass.
No, you're not gonna beat a lich because that would it said in the document we're not supposed to approach anything above a certain difficulty level. Steele said so too.
That's not what
That's
Could you
what they
imagine
said.
if they ran into the one that
You
walks
ready to
or
beat a lich's
the worm
ass,
that walks
Mason?
or whatever he said?
Yeah.
Show 'em what's
It's been
what.
like 5 years since that lesson for me.
That's
so.
not what we're gonna do.
What was the name of the one that
Don't you wanna
made
beat
from
a
a pregnant
lich?
lady and That's not the worm that
I
walks.
don't
That was the other one,
remember,
right?
but I don't want to remember.
I want to live to see tomorrow.
That's some of the ones that he said that just don't fuck with. Literally,
Don't worry,
the headmaster and him
listen,
couldn't
you
deal
can
with it. So
charm the
just
lich.
fucking nope. That's some of the worst undead possible. We
Sorry,
can't fuck with that.
What?
You really shouldn't tell a
You can
woman
do
what
Want me
she
to charm
should
her?
or should not do.
Yeah, just do it. Try
Makes
it.
her want
Bards
to do it.
all the time, from what I've heard.
Do I look like a bard?
No, but I'm sure if they can
She
do
thought
it,
I
you
was
can
a
do
bard
it.
for some reason.
I mean, do
Oh,
you
you
have a
said I
Do you
singing
did.
voice?
play instrument?
Nope.
No, but everyone's everyone's
Nope.
big comedian around here, so I just kind of figured, do you know? Nobody
I mean,
knows
if I
about
can.
it at this
So wait,
academy.
hold on. Wait a minute. So are we supposed to make the bard? Oh, we're supposed to make the lich laugh?
No, wait. Didn't you
I
ask if I
mean,
could seduce an
liches are
undead? Nope.
people.
Yeah,
Doesn't work like.
We
No, I'm
send
not going to
Rexen,
seduce the
and
undead.
he
Technically,
I'm not
seduce the
seducing
evil
the undead.
people that have to murder
Seduce the
people
lich.
every day to
Kaboom.
survive,
Are you
but
gonna be
not
the
every
lich?
day. But
I
Because
guess.
I know I'd fucking fail,
Guess so.
as we've already figured out. All right.
Come on, Rex. You're gonna seduce the lich. Rex is the ace in the hole.
Why would I? You asked me this already. I'm not gonna seduce a lich. Not gonna happen. Not possible. And the last thing is, they have more bones. They already have enough bones. They don't need mine. So.
Oh my word!
What? It was
What about you, Hannah? Are we gonna send you in the special forces to seduce the lich?
What the
no.
fuck?
You know what?
Because
Here's my
I
question.
have standards even if I
Here's my
didn't.
question. Here's my
You
question.
don't
What?
seem the seducing type.
She's listed all of us. She's listed all of us, but the
Yep,
true
it's your
beauty
turn.
right here.
Fuck you.
Oh God.
This is
You're
the one
right.
we send in to
Fuck you
seduce
and
the
your
lich.
lies.
You're right. You're right.
Fuck you and
Oh.
your lies.
Well, here's the question. Why do you
Fuck
think
you
I'm
and your
wrong?
lies. Because you're obviously the lich. I see right through you.
Well, wait. Does that mean you're seducing him?
Oh shit.
No.
He's trying to. The lich is seducing you now. What the fuck? How does that work?
You know, it was like 3 weeks ago I learned what a lich even was.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people come
I've
to this
only
academy. They're not exposed
heard
to a lot of
stories.
fucked up shit in this world. We're all
I've
built
heard
in a
a
bubble.
bunch of stories. We used to hear a shit ton of stories about liches almost every night before we went to bed at my caravan.
Hmm.
You're different stories.
Legend
Well,
has
I'm
it.
down to hear more of those, but I'm gonna go head to the restroom. But I'll be right back.
Okay.
Some crazy madmen, Rex was saying, split their souls into sometimes 7, heck, 20 different phylacteries.
It's crazy. Why would
Even
you
then,
do it?
I don't know, but the stories are fun to tell. And then there's a story about this one lich who what he did was, I guess you could say, he put his phylactery became he put his phylactery as a dragon so that he could switch from himself to the dragon, and then the dragon swallowed a town hall. Some people even think that this is we had this running joke that Santa was a lich. I mean, he's in constant legends, and he never seems to die. And he always has reindeer. Perhaps his reindeer are his phylacteries.
Ever heard of a living thing
I'm pretty
being a
sure that Santa
phylactery?
Claus. Pretty sure Santa Claus is not a lich.
I mean, how else has he lived so long?
Eh? I don't know. You got me.
And he's got the elves who work for him, completely obedient. What if they're zombie elves? Or perhaps, he munches off of the elves.
Sure, that's like not okay on a multitude of levels. But
Then there's some legends about people becoming liches out of pure hatred and evil energy. Someone could be so hateful. Paladins mostly become so hateful and vengeful that they end up turning into these horrid creatures. Some gods just turn them into liches to spite them.
wow. Well, okay then. It's a lot to keep track of. Understood.
That's why you gotta be good kids. Or else, maybe you'll get turned into a lich too randomly. Or, lich Santa will come and decide you're the naughty child that he devours the life force from.
Are you sure you're not talking about Krampus?
I don't know, we kind of think they're one and the same. But that's the
Definitely
stories
not
I've
one and
heard.
the same. Krampus.
Or perhaps then
Ooh, no.
Krampus, Lich Santa coming in, slurping up all the life force. If you're a bad child.
Stop
Are you
it!
a bad child, Mason?
No! I don't think so. No.
Have you been bad this year, Mason?
I mean, I guess that depends on your definition of good versus bad. What was bad?
What did I
Mason.
miss?
Lich
I feel much
Krampus
better now.
Santa is gonna come in the middle of the night and steal your life force if you're a bad child.
Okay, what determines someone's bad or not? What's define bad?
Thank you.
being an ass. Now I'm being an
Right.
asshole. I feel like I ruined everyone's fun in the fucking blacksmith. By the way, with that, I'm
Have
sorry.
you been bad this year, Hannah?
Probably.
You'll know. You'll know in your gut.
Probably.
You'll know whether or not to lock your doors or windows.
Okay, have you been bad this year?
Not gonna lie, I have. That's why I'm locking my doors and windows.
Aw, really? I don't think I could see you doing anything bad.
I admit it.
I like how this looks
I
at me.
sometimes sneak other people's snacks from the Ignis kitchen.
Oh, you know what? Fuck you. We're not friends anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I don't care. It's not my problem. What?
You know what? I did do something bad. I did do something bad. I bullied you by saying that you're cute, and I know that you don't like it.
That's
So
not
I
bullying.
apologize.
That's saying the truth.
No,
Amy, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Because she
See,
doesn't
yeah,
like it.
Krampus,
Don't
Krampus
forget, you
Santa
gotta
is
go to
gonna
sleep
definitely
on
eat you.
the
I know, I'm
boat.
going.
Just making sure.
So,
Because we'll have to
instead,
carry you
here's
to
what I'm gonna
sleep
do.
or something.
I'm gonna tell the truth.
What the hell? Shit. What are they doing? Why does he already have her as... Well. Shit. Oh no. Damn it. Thank you for the follow. Shit. Crap. Athena. They're idiots. Not only is she... They're a bunch of idiots, so they are. He's a fucking idiot. Not only is he unsubtle, he turned her, which isn't the point of this. It really isn't. And now she's not gonna want to do it. He's gonna turn her away from wanting to do it. Fuck it. Hmm. Hmm. Oop. Hey,
Hello, is Spec in there?
she's.
She told me she was heading in there, but I waited at the graveyard to meet her. She wanted to meet me at the graveyard, but she's not come up yet.
I'll get her for you. Give me a second.
Is she actually in there?
Yeah, I'll get her for you.
Is this part of their test thing?
Unfortunately.
Okay. Are you sure I should I mean, I could come in. Or should I not?
Stay here a second.
Okay.
Specca. Specca, if you don't want him
Don't really have
knowing what's happening, you should probably go and talk to Rex. He's looking for you.
Rex. Mm.
And he wanted to come in here, and I don't think she wants friends right now.
It's over now. I'm
But
sure Rex can come in. I wasn't stopped. Nor was I invited. And I haven't been told to go away as of yet, so I'm sure it's okay. Now that Augusta's over here, we were both looking for her.
Mm.
Do I have to drag him?
Probably.
Are you motioning for me to come over? She told me to
Yes.
wait. So, is everything?
Come on.
What's wrong?
Come on.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's all over.
I'm okay. Why is what's all over? Is everything okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she wants an audience. Whatever. What do I know? I do know. This is just unsettled. And anyone getting caught fixing these is screwed. You okay? Or you need a minute? Gusta?